Hello everyone, it's Kavita from Red Door Yoga. Thank you for joining me online for the Red Door Yoga Mini Sutra series. Today I wanted to talk to you about the essential ingredient. Now to make that a little longer, to kind of explain that out, it's the essential ingredient for courage that I want to talk to you about today. And what that essential ingredient is fear. So most of you know that I run a self-mastery mentorship. And as a mentor, I spend a lot of time with various mentees looking at the challenges that they're facing on a regular basis and where they actually want to take themselves. So it's not uncommon for me to run into this piece. This piece is where a mentee wants to be brave. They want to be courageous. They see that as part of self-mastery, and I agree with them. It is. It is definitely part of self-mastery. But as they are wanting to be courageous and brave, they oftentimes misunderstand the essential need for fear in this equation. You see, they kind of create this vision in their mind that if they were truly courageous, if they were truly brave, they would not be afraid. But what I want to say to you is that if you are going to be courageous, if you are going to be brave, you need to be scared. If you are not afraid, then there is no courage at play. You don't need to be courageous if you're not actually afraid. You're not actually being brave if you're not actually afraid. So I'll give you an example. I have been training yoga teachers for about 17 years to date. And I remember several years ago, I trained this particular teacher. And when she would come up to do her teaching, because in the training that I run, I make sure that all of the teachers in training get a really good amount of practice teaching in. And so, every so often during our courses, they would have to design classes, step up and teach the rest of the room. And this particular teacher was very, very anxious about teaching. She was very afraid of teaching. But she'd get up in front of the room and she'd teach. And actually, if you didn't look at her, you would actually not realize how scared she was because she controlled her voice well. She was a good teacher. But if you looked at her, you'd realize that she was physically shaking. It was obvious that she was physically shaking while she was teaching because she was that scared. Now, that's not a problem. But what I wanted to look at with this example is that at the end of the training year, I got the teachers to write out one word to describe each person in their training group. And when they had done that, I collected the words together and I put them together, each of the words for each particular person, and I gave them that list. It was just a little lesson in which we could see more clearly how others perceived us. When she got her little list of words that were given for her by her fellow students, the word courageous or brave occurred 6 or 7 times on her little list. And that was surprising to her because when she got up in front of the room, all she was aware of was how scared she was. She was aware of her fear. But what others saw was they saw someone, yes, who was afraid. But despite being afraid, that person was brave. That person was courageous. They'd get up and still keep moving forward. They'd get up and they'd teach. They'd get up in front of that room and do the thing that terrified them. And that's what I mean. You need to be afraid in order to be brave. If you are not afraid, there's no bravery. There's no courage. So being brave is part of self-mastery, but it does not mean eliminating your fear. It's going to be that you're afraid, but you're able to step up and do the thing, whatever the thing is, anyways. I hope that was helpful, everyone. If you have questions, please do put them in the comment section. If you found this video helpful, please do like the video and share it with others. This is how we expand our yoga community and we spread yoga philosophy, which will help each individual, and it'll help the general community around the world. Okay? I look forward to seeing you guys again online very, very soon. And if you are actually interested in joining the mentorship, the doors are currently closed, but you can actually join the waitlist for when we reopen the doors again next year. And to do that, go to www.themasterfulpath.com. Okay? I look forward to seeing you again online very, very soon. Namaste.